Well, for the first time in 23 years, there will be no Chutney Soca Monarch competition, CSM. Now, what this means is that the only platform for Chutney artists to highlight their music for the carnival season has been squashed. Chief Executive Officer of SouthX, George Singh, said that he was only informed on Wednesday by the National Lotteries Control Board, NLCB, that their funding for the competition for 2018 was cut by a whopping 80%. Sherilyn Lewis tells us more.
SouthX CEO George Singh said he was informed by a government official recently that Chutney Soca has no place in carnival celebrations. And he says this is why he firmly believes the move by the National Lotteries Control Board to cut the annual sponsorship for the Chutney Soca Monarch competition was a deliberate move, leading to the cancellation of the show.
Therefore, please be advised that the 2018 Chutney Soca Monarch is hereby formally cancelled due to low government and state support and our inability to fund the venture privately as a result of its sheer size and expense. The government over the last 3 years has consistently reduced the funding to Chutney Soca Monarch, and various members of the present administration have actually stated directly to me that Chutney Soca brings no value to carnival.
He said the competition has grown exponentially over the years to such an extent it's impossible for SouthX to try to stand a cost on their own. Mr. Singh sees the cut in sponsorship by the government by nearly 80% as an insult by government.
This current government has slashed the investments into the further development of the Chutney Soca art form by more than 90% throughout their tenure in office, and 80% this year alone, in what can only be described as an absolute insult to the art form and its importance to this great nation.
He noted that the one platform for Chutney artists this season has been taken away from them.
This show has been and continues to remain the only constant avenue in which Chutney Soca music and the artists, both known and new, who create these songs, are able to catapult themselves to international renown.
To this end, Mr. Singh is wondering if other competitions will receive cuts from the government as well. As for the road ahead, he said at this stage they will have to look at procuring private sponsorship for future competitions. The first Chutney Soca Monarch competition was held in 1996 and was won by late Chutney icon Ustad Sunnyman with the popular tune Lote La. Sherilyn Lewis, C News.
Well, in a bit of Chutney BACHANNAL, Minister of Finance COLM Imbert sought to set the facts straight by saying the figures were wrong, and actually CSM will be getting $1 million for the Chutney competition. Again, here's Sherilyn Lewis.
Finance Minister COLM Imbert said that there was a mix-up of the figures with NLCB as to how much money SouthX received for Chutney Soca Monarch last year, and that is why SouthX CEO George Singh was told on Wednesday he was only getting $300,000.
So we have decided to increase the amount that we can contribute towards the staging of this event to $1 million. So those are the facts. We thought that we would reduce the amount from what the figure we were given, from $500,000 to $300,000. We have since discovered, just recently, since this news came about the cancellation of the event, that in fact last year the Soca Monarch, Chutney Soca Monarch, was given $1.5 million by NLCB. So based on that new information coming to the ministry now, we have decided that we are going to reduce the amount by 1/3.
However, Minister Imbert said the NLCB is in between boards, the reason for the mix-up.
The National Lotteries Control Board is in between boards. The government is at present reconstituting the board of the National Lotteries Control Board. So at this time, the person who makes decisions with respect to donations for cultural events, community matters, etc., is the director, the executive director, the acting executive director, who has a limit of $50,000. So any donation from the National Lotteries Control Board at this time, until a new board is put in place, which will be very soon,
But he said he doesn't understand who gave the approval to inform Mr. Singh his organization was getting $300,000.
And told him that they had received clearance to offer $300,000. That was last night. I don't know where this information came from. This story came from that the Ministry of Finance had said we would not be providing any funding whatsoever. I have no idea where that came from. And really, I don't think it's something that should detain us right now.
Minister Imbert said all cultural organizations will receive a 1/3 cut in subventions for this carnival season. Sherilyn Lewis, C News.